Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, everybody, welcome to Rick Haddock Field at Summertown High School for middle school tournament action. My understanding, this is a conference quarterfinals where Summertown is a 2 seed, Coffman is a 3 seed, and so they're playing this on Summertown's field. This is the second time these two teams have met. I believe, Joe, in the first outing, I think Summertown won 3-2, was it?
Yes, it was very close.
So here today I have Joe Calton as usual, and then a special guest representing the Coffman side, David Morgan. Thank you for joining us, David.
Hey, it's an honor to be here with you guys today. Beautiful day for some baseball. Thank God the rain is just kind of held off for us.
Let's hope and pray that stays the case here the next hour and a half or so. Is this your Exports debut?
This is it, yeah. I appreciate that, Will. I've been on Ben Luna for years, and it just never got.
And I gave you all of 5 minutes notice.
We're doing big things this week, Will. We had Stephanie Kimbrough's debut yesterday.
I know. Just creating superstars left and right.
If I'd known that, I would have stayed on the bleachers because there's no way I can measure up to Stephanie Kimbrough.
She did a good job yesterday. All right, Joe, who we got leading off here?
Truett Waller leading things off here for Coffman.
Oh, Truett, he's a hitter now.
Truett is playing right field for them. Ground the ball fouled on the third base side.
Is he a 7th grader?
Yeah, Truett's 7th grade, and he's got the fight of a senior in him. Just to see him on the basketball court and the football field, he's a 3-sport athlete.
The 0-1 pitch. Low and in, ball 1.
As we mentioned, Cooper is throwing with the
left hand
for now.
You know, there's these Burlesons. You know, if you're from Lawrenceburg, there's always these legends about the Burlesons up here in Summertown. Now we got one that can throw either hand.
I know he's the baby and the grand finale of them, and he is. It's going to be an interesting next 4 years for him.
For sure.
You think growing up he was like, okay, I got to one-up all my brothers and just do something completely different?
And throwing from both sides. You know, and he's not a switch hitter. He always hits from the left side. Mm-hmm. And we were talking beforehand, he doesn't switch hands, but, per batter or anything like that. It's just, he'll come out the next inning and possibly throw with the other arm, and it kind of gives your hitter something else to look at.
That ball is going to be drove out into right field. Right fielder makes the catch for out number 2.
I believe that's Huckaba out there in right field.
Yeah, it is, I do believe. I was going to go back and look.
Got number 22, Elam Cox, coming up to the plate. Elam's had a pretty good year with the stick and plays shortstop for us at Coffman. He's done a good job there.
Joe, we got the next batter. There we go.
First
Back to
pitch
right
is
field
hit out
again.
into right field again. Will make the catch for out number 3.
So Cooper threw 5 pitches that inning.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll be back for the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. It's middle school baseball on the X Sports Network.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first. Robbie Brewer on the mound, David.
Yeah, Robbie's been throwing great all year for Coffman. He is really come along. You know, he's a underclassman too, so they're going to have him another year.
Oh, okay. So 7th grader.
Mm-hmm.
He, Joe, I think you said he pitched against us last time.
He come in
after
towards
Tate
the
Moore.
end. Yeah, Tate Moore pitched to start the last game, but this is Peyton Kimbrough leading things off here for Summertown. Takes first pitch low, ball 1.
Yeah, good to see Peyton back in the leadoff.
Of course, we got a 6th grader behind the plate there.
Oh, do you?
Owen Durham, yes.
Can't tell by looking at him he's in 6th grade.
He's got some height.
Yeah.
Really good ball player. Peyton's going to softly ground that one to third. Third baseman Fields throws over to first. Will be out. Number 1.
Nice job there on third base. Who's that?
That's Dylan Perry at third. Dylan's an 8th grader. He hit our first over the fence home run last game for Coffman. So
what field was that on?
trying to remember the name of the.
Were y'all at Lawrenceburg or?
No, it was an away game. I wasn't able to make it, but I watched the video from his dad, and Keith was coming undone on that video. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, I bet.
Well, I think like Jason said he had not seen a middle school home run before yesterday since 2013.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Was a hard hit ball down the line right there.
Makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooper's back in the number 2 hole here with Peyton coming back to lead off.
Yeah, one of the special things about our county is these kids on both sides of the ball today all played together growing up, you know, from the time they're 5 and 6 years old until they get into middle
Yeah,
school.
a lot of them play together with Hustle, right?
Yeah, Hustle Factory. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Check
they're
this
gonna say he
one.
didn't go there.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Got David Stedman back here behind the plate today. He's been a great umpire for years for this region.
Say umpires are glad to hear compliments on the air.
He's going to ground that one to the third baseman, makes
Nice
a
stop.
dive and stop. Throw will not be in time to get Burleson out at 1.
Pretty good effort over there. We'll watch a replay of that.
That was a great play.
Good job getting to it.
Yeah,
knocking that ball down for sure.
Yeah, kept it to a single, almost got him out.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot closer than I ever would have thought.
Tate Moore made a good attempt there to stretch at first.
So now with a runner at first, 1 out, that'll bring up Jasper Ayers.
Jasper's been having a good year behind the plate or in the box back there.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, he's our home run hitter from yesterday.
He hit a home run for us yesterday.
Now, the way the wind's blowing today,
it's not in,
I don't think it's going to. It's kind of blowing in, isn't it?
If I know Jasper, he'll time it just right.
Well, if he pulls it like he did yesterday, the wind does look like it's blowing kind of too right. So we'll see.
Well, of course, the hope is he's not always swinging for the fence after that. You know, it gets kind of.
I don't know how you don't.
On your mind, yeah.
Looks like Coach Moore might have seen that video.
Pitching him outside.
And the first 2 pitches has been outside.
Yeah.
That one comes inside. He's going to ground it up the middle.
Got a chance to turn it right here.
They will get the out at second, but not in time for the out at first.
Solid play right there by number 22, Elam Cox, over to Asher Emerson, second baseman. Jasper's a little faster than they thought, though. He beat it out.
Yeah, he can run pretty good. Brings up Lincoln Wilson.
Center fielder.
Yep. First pitch going to be in the dirt.
I think the umpire might have saved a extra base there.
Yeah, I think it might have hit his foot.
Yep.
Looks like Owen got hit with that ball, too, a little bit there. So he's going to walk it off.
I got to say, Owen's older brother might sympathize with him a little bit. I saw a video of him getting hit last week, and I'm still.
Oh, I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard, and it's like that, and he laid there for a while.
Well, you know, I guess there's no time limit on this kind of stuff. You can take your time.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, yeah.
There's a middle school softball going on the other field. I think Etheridge is in town.
They are.
That's probably where our ball dog is. Bo the ball dog's not over here right now.
But you said he's been slacking lately.
He has. He even skipped the Loretta game, like the one game nobody misses.
Got Coach Wes Woods over there coaching middle school softball.
Yeah,
is that right?
That's right.
High school.
He graduated with you, didn't he?
He coaches high school.
High school.
Yeah, he coaches high school. That's right. And Jody Putman
coaches middle school.
Yeah,
Jody and Barry.
We were class of '96 there at LCHS. Me and
you and Wes.
That 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1.
Ooh,
Jasper will take second base.
Watch a replay. Is that true?
Durham makes a good play on this ball.
He does.
But Jasper just beat it out. Oh, man.
Just barely.
Barely got it.
Of course, the Durham boys learn from the best, right? Their mama still has records, I believe, at MTSU as their catcher.
Oh, yeah. She's with them at the facility all the time. Anytime we're up there, they're there, you know, working.
So they're always very fundamentally sound.
Mm-hmm.
Very good block by Owen right there. Keep that ball in front of him. Didn't allow Jasper to take third base.
Yeah, Owen's been doing a great job back here in the dirt. That was always my favorite place to play when I played baseball.
You're involved every play?
Yeah. You get to be the field general, if you will.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Summertown does have a runner at second.
Ooh.
That pitch will be up and in, ball 3.
That's a hard pitch to lay off of, I think, right there.
Yes, it is.
It is. You want that chest high between the belly button and the chest there.
That pitch will be in, ball 4.
Yep.
So with 2 outs, Summertown does get a runner at first and second now. That'll bring up Brady Holden. Brady had an in-the-park home run yesterday at Mount Pleasant.
Nice.
Was it like a Little League version where they
the center fielder dove for it and couldn't get to it, and it rolled all the way to the fence. The left fielder had to come over and pick it up. Which the center fielder never touched the ball, so I don't know if you give him an error or a hit.
I think, if he's making a play for it, didn't bounce out of his glove, I would imagine that wouldn't be an error.
That's in there.
1-0 pitch is right down the middle for strike 1.
So the one difference when I looked at Coffman's game changer, looking at their schedule, they swept Bridgeforth pretty easily. And that's one of the teams that beat Summertown in a doubleheader.
We split with them.
Yeah,
yes.
they split a doubleheader. And, Coffman, I think it was like 10-run blowouts, both of them. And so I'm wondering what the deal was there, Joe. You were there that day.
Yes. Well, I was there for the first game, then I come back here for the high school game. We struggled putting the ball in play.
Is that one of those that sent spring break?
Yes. That was after spring break. You know, the middle school team didn't do a whole lot on spring break. Come back out kind of flat there against Bridgeforth.
You have another full count here.
Yeah, Bridgeforth for us, we just play good ball. Very few errors in those games, and just the stick, bats were working good.
And we did struggle and have couple defensive errors there, in those games. That don't help if you can't hit.
So Bridgeforth and I believe Richland are two other teams that are probably playing each other right now. And Coffman, I believe, gets a bye.
CA.
CA is what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah. That was right down the middle.
Strike 3 for out number 3.
Which will leave 2 stranded.
That's a good pitch by Brewer right there. Come back in. Brady held out for a long time on that. Got him to full count. Looked like close anyway.
Yeah, but it was right down the middle.
Yes, it was.
All right, we'll be back for the top of the second. It's middle school baseball on the X Sports Network.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenneke Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenneke Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenneke.com.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price? Only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5 per month,
All right, welcome back. Top of the second.
Dylan Perry leading things off here.
Now, this is the one you said hit a home run?
Yeah, Dylan took it over the fence last game, so he's probably still thinking it's probably still fresh on his mind,
Yeah.
to hit another one. So we'll see. Dylan's been hitting the ball hard this year.
Burleson's still throwing from the left side. He throws that one a little bit outside for ball 1. Make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball swung on and missed for strike number 2.
We say this each time Cooper throws both hands. Not only do you have to get used to throwing, but you got to get used to fielding both hands. Catching pop-ups, pick-off moves.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I never thought about all that.
He's he's kind of staying away from him too.
Yes,
we're talking about how they were doing.
They know they must know about it too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. If he gets a hold of it, he swings hard.
Don't get him anything he can pull. He's going to ground that one to short. Harris Fields throws over to 1. Great play by Jasper Harris to go up there and get that ball.
That's a top 10 for a Sports Center tonight right there.
Here we go. Watch the replay. Of course, and the batter kind of tripped coming out of the box, which might have helped Summertown here. But look. Woo.
Yeah, if he was running through the bag right there, he was a half a step from being saved.
Yeah.
That ball's going to be popped up in the shallow center.
Tate Moore.
Second baseman catches it. Brady Holden for out number 2.
All right, 2 away. Now a 6th grade catcher coming up.
Yeah. Durham has really come along this year. Plays great behind the plate, and he's had a decent stick this year as well.
He played a little bit of travel ball with my middle one, Zane. I really enjoyed watching him and Brooks Durham both play, because Brooks played with my oldest son.
Mm-hmm. Both hard-working kids, man.
They are.
On the field for sure.
The good kid's off the field as well.
Oh, yeah.
That ball will stay up.
I was telling Mel that I need to know what her vitamin regimen is for.
Yeah.
I need to start feeding it to my 2 younger ones if we can get them ahead of the game.
Same here.
Ball catches the outside corner for strike one.
Watch
Cooper's
that one.
keeping them outside today, too. I think that might be the
go-to today.
angle, or it might be the wind blowing this way on these right-handed hitters. Who knows?
That one comes in and hits him there.
Well, if you're going to hit anybody, I guess you hit the catcher. He's used to getting hit by the ball. So
yeah.
That's the second time he's been hit today. Well, I know this little runt right here, number 5.
Oh, yeah.
He hangs out at my house most of the time.
Hangs out and eats all your food.
Kind of lives there, yeah. He's had a pretty good year behind the plate, or bat from the stick as well.
Good.
So the runner at first, 2 outs. So Eli Morgan. He's going to drive that one into right field.
Oh.
Right fielder catches it for
right
out
there
number
to him.
3.
Just hit it right to him.
Right to him.
All right. Well, so that takes you to the bottom of the second.
Yep.
All right. We'll be right back. Middle School Baseball on the X Sports Network.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project and much more down at Old School Rentals in Loretto. Go by and let owner Ryan Smith help you today. That's Old School Rentals on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee. Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is your headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Are you in need of a trailer? How about a saw, tools, loaders, or even generator? Now meeting all your propane needs as well. You can find everything you need to complete your project.
All right. Carter Anderson.
Still got a pretty stout wind blowing from left to right.
Yeah, you can see their jerseys blowing in the wind.
Carter swings through the first one there for strike one.
I'm glad to be inside a press box. We wouldn't be able to do this today if we were outside somewhere.
No, the wind on the mics would be terrible.
Yeah.
Brewer has a lot of movement on that fastball. If you've noticed that today, it moves a whole lot.
It does.
Right.
I was noticing that.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's going to be in. Yeah. Ball 2.
So even there on that pitch, ball typically moves for him. I think it's been one of his challenges so far in this game. He's usually getting that ball to curve back in, but there it is.
That ball will be softly grounded to third. Third baseman Fields throws over to 1. We'll be out number 1.
Another quick out.
All right, Dylan Perry over to take Moore for the out.
Bring up Zane Calton.
This game's going by pretty quickly, which is, I guess, what everybody wants on a Wednesday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Zane's our DH today.
I think this is the first Wednesday game I have been at all sports season, except for May. I think every year in high school, the girls' regional finals are always on a Wednesday.
Huh.
And that's like the only basketball game you see on a Wednesday.
1-0 count, 1 out. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Zane here is a sixth grader. He's in a class that only has two sixth graders on the team.
Yes.
I'm assuming he's related to Brandon Calton. Brandon played basketball up here in the late 90s.
We are distant cousins, yeah.
Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul that one out of play down the first base side.
Yeah, I remember back then, Joe Holden and Brandon Calton played basketball together, and them boys could.
The first
really
base coach over there.
Yeah, there he is. You usually hear him before you see him out here. I give Joe a hard time about it.
Al, if he, especially if his kid.
Oh, no doubt. Brady gets it, boy.
Kind of ball will be swung on and missed for strike 3. Will be a strikeout for Brewer there.
This game's moving right along. 1 away, 2 away.
Brings up Huntley Jones. Huntley is left fielder again today. Pitch stays in, ball 1.
That's a hard one to stay off of right there.
Yeah.
It's been moving back across the plate a little bit. I'm just curious, you guys got any players here that moved in, from out of state or anything? I know there's a lot of people.
Through that one.
Softball team has one of the Hoffman kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hoffman is our kicker in the high school football team.
Right.
Middle school softball has her. That's a strike.
Takes that one for strike 2. 1
Joe,
ball, 2 strikes.
There's others.
Middle school baseball does have a boy that's moved in to play here, but he couldn't play this year.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what all the rules are with that, but he had to set out a year. He set out basketball and baseball.
Okay.
He'll be an 8th grader next year, so.
Yeah, the county's growing, man. A lot of people moving in, and Summertown seems to be a hot spot for.
I know. I would expect a lot more kids coming to play sports from out of the state than I've seen based on all the people that are moving here.
Mm-hmm.
So that pitch gets by Durham there for ball 2.
That's the first wild pitch we've seen Robbie throw today. He's been.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty much
He's been pretty consistent there.
Yeah.
Two. Will be called strike 3.
Tough pitch
We'll
right
take
there.
we'll take a look at that.
Tough pitch right there.
Maybe. Let's see. Batter looks stunned, but we don't. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to swing at it, but perfectly located right there in the corner. All right, we'll be right back. It's Middle School Baseball on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue.
Welcome back. Burleson still on the mound for Summertown
See,
here.
that looked kind of down the way to me, too.
Got Kason Thigpen at the plate here.
Kason Thigpen.
They call him Thiggy on the team.
I guess we should
outside.
mention, since I think this is the first time Coffman's been on the air this season, that this is your defending state champion, Coffman Panthers.
Yes, yeah. They had a great, incredible season last year.
Ball's going to be out of play behind us here.
Of course, middle school has a lot of turnover year after year, and those guys are already making big contributions to the high school team. I've seen Jake Moore, Brayson Rose in the lineup.
Yeah,
Hud Maddox
4.
has been playing.
I think 4 of them are starters pretty much, and then they're pitching several of them. Yeah, that was a special team last year. Those kids.
Yeah, and even the class ahead of them. You know, this year's freshmen and sophomores are
stout.
Yeah, they're going to be expecting big things from them. Logan Mays pitching as a sophomore this year, a lefty.
Yeah, he had a great game last night. I was there watching that. Yeah, that left-handed pitching is hard to handle in high school.
That ball stays outside. It will be a full count. Ball's grounded to second. Second baseman Fields throws over to 1. We'll be out number 1.
I'm glad to hear you say Mays pitched last night, and I hope he threw a lot of pitches because Summertown is supposed to play Lawrence County on Friday, and he's one guy I did not want us to see.
Yeah, he's a good pitcher. I'm not sure what inning. We didn't stay for the whole game, but he was still pitching when I left.
Brings up Asher Emerson. He's going to ground that one back to Cooper. Cooper flips over to Ayers for out number 2. Well, there you go, Will. He was able to field it the right way.
Looks
throwing left-handed.
Yeah. Looked pretty smooth, didn't it?
All right, so this is the 9-hole hitter, right? And so I would expect next inning we come out.
This is leadoff.
This is leadoff. Okay, that's right. The other Emerson is a flex.
Yeah. This is actually Josiah Emerson. It's not true at Waller, so something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So are they hitting 10? So is that Waller on deck right there, number 3?
Waller's on deck, yeah.
Can you hit 10?
I think you can. I think you play.
Okay. Well, I'll fix that real quick.
I've not seen anybody hit 10 all year that I know of. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's going to be fouled out of play on the first base side.
Joe, try to advance to
go all the way through.
Yeah, go all the way through. Okay, so Asher, Josiah. Okay, we're there.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch will be low, ball 2.
But we'll see what coach's plans are. But I wonder if next time we come out, since it'll be the top of the lineup, if Cooper doesn't change arms and give everybody a different look.
It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball's popped up. Kimbrough gives chase. He can't get it over there by their dugout. Tough play there.
There's a good look at.
So I'm curious about pitch count for a kid that's.
Well,
the way I understand it, it goes with the kid. It don't matter. If he throws left-handed or right-handed.
Which is, to me, just seems like a joke.
That shouldn't be. Yeah, if you can throw either arm, give him that benefit.
I mean, because you know that rule was put there for just one reason.
It's only there to protect your arm, yeah.
That ball is going to be popped up out of play down the first base side. Josiah having a big at bat here.
Yeah, he is.
Battling.
That's Josiah, man. He can hang in there in the box and heck of a fielder, too. I mean, great outfielder. As fast as lightning. Of course, you got to be when you got 2 big brothers.
Ball's grounded to short. Harris Fields throws over to 1. We'll be in time for out number 3.
Had it close. All right, so that's 1 time through the lineup, ending the top of the 3rd. And so headed to the bottom of the 3rd when we come back. Close game, just like last time.
Yes, sir.
Middle school baseball on the X Sports Network.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just
Welcome, Mike.
Easton Huckabee steps in for Summertown. Tries a bunt. Will be foul.
You don't see a whole lot of bunting at this age, but it's kind of nice to see an old tactic coming back out.
Well, if Jason Burleson coach team, you'll probably see some.
Yes. There's been,
attempts.
Middle school's tried, they've bunted several times this year.
Jason's always got some tricks up his sleeve for sure. He's an old pro over there.
Yeah, of course, the state championship they won in '92 was on a bunt.
Yeah.
So
that ball's going to be hit down the right field line.
Foul ball.
Will get foul. I'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Coffman's going to be stout next year as well. They've, you got 4, I think it's 4 8th graders on the field right
so
now.
most of these guys are coming back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The 1-2.
Okay.
Inside, ball 2.
Well, he kind of ran from it, but it didn't look that inside.
I was right on top of the line there on the batter's box, so, but still.
Yeah, Summertown, we have several 8th graders. That pitch will stay in, make it a full count.
As you can see from our outfield camera, the wind has really picked up. It was shaking pretty bad a second ago.
Going to foul that one off.
Brewer's not giving him a whole lot to hit out here. He keeps it on the edges for sure most of the time. Tries to sneak one down the middle when he needs it. Here we go, full count.
Yeah, that's in there.
Catch that outside corner for strike 3. Will be the first out of the inning.
Is that 2 strikeouts or 3 for Brewer?
That is 3, I believe.
He's used that same pitch, seems like, to get every one of them.
Talking about 8th graders, David, Summertown will lose 8.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
8th graders.
That's a big deal.
And they don't have a lot, and they only have 2 6th graders.
We've got quite a few 7th graders and 2 6th graders, so.
Yeah,
every once in a while at a small school like this, you'll have a class that's just for whatever reason underwhelmingly low in either male or female athletes. And this year's 6th grade class has just a very huge shortage of male athletes.
No ball, 1 strike. Foul that one back. Will be strike 2.
We're just recovering still from 2 or 3 years ago. The previous 2 or 3 seasons, we had a shortage of high school male athletes. We're thankfully past that issue.
Oh, 2 pitches in the dirt. Ball 1. This is Summertown's leadoff, and Peyton Kimbrough.
Peyton Kimbrough's put on some size over the last couple of years. He was
a
little bitty guy for a while.
Swings through that one for strike 3.
Mowing them down.
Here we go, Cooper getting up to the plate here. Brewers had good control all year long. Robbie's very consistent on the bump.
My wife taught Cooper in a little preschool parents' day out type of thing, and when they were teaching him to write, he would write the first half of his name with one hand and switch to the other to finish it. Yeah, so he's always been kind of useful with both hands.
Well, that's pretty cool. So that was just something natural for him.
Yeah.
That ball is going to be grounded. Shortstop Fields throws over to 1. Will not be in time as the shortstop bobbled it out there.
Yeah.
Cooper got down the line. Will be safe.
Look at it. Still made it close.
Yeah, it was still a very close play.
All right.
So that'll bring up Jasper Ayers with 2 outs. Runner standing at first. He's going to go down after that one and foul it off his foot. Strike one.
That hurts. I don't care who you are, whether you're
Yeah.
MLB player or 8th grader.
Yeah, that stings.
There's just no meat on those shin bones.
Durham goes out there, give Cooper a little bit of time there. Or Jasper a little bit of time, sorry. So no balls, one strike. Ball's going to be low and in. Ball one.
Durham thought about throwing
I was
down.
going to say, it looked like he was ready to back pick over at first base.
He might have got him.
Got to keep that in the back of our minds and be ready for it there if you're Summertown.
Looks him back.
Cooper's getting in their head over there.
That ball stays low, ball two. I'll tell you, I watched. I don't know that anybody else does it the way Cooper's brother Gavin did. But he would get out there and get in so many pitchers' heads when he would take his lead off a base.
Yeah, he was good at that.
That ball's going to stay out. 3-1.
I think that's the part of the game I liked the most as a kid is just the back and forth, those kind of things, trying to get in their head. And
There's a lot of that. Dugouts get involved a lot in that.
Yeah, makes it fun.
Check swing on that one. We'll foul it back for strike two. Make the count full.
Burleson looked like he might try to steal right there.
Well, I'm sure with Jasper up there, it'd be nice to have Cooper on second base, but I don't know if he's going to test Owen. We'll see.
I'll say you got Owen behind the plate with a good arm. So
Here he
he's
goes.
Going.
But it's a strikeout
Will
anyway.
be strike three.
Yeah, well, he was going to go on full count, 2 outs anyway.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's what you call striking out the side. All 3 outs came from a strikeout. All right, we'll be right back for middle school baseball.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs.
Welcome back as Truett Waller will step in for his second at bat here against Cooper. He's going to foul that one on a bunt attempt.
So Coffman back at the top of their lineup, and Cooper made a liar out of him. He's still throwing with his left arm. Of course, he wasn't able to go to the bullpen either between innings. He was on base.
Right. Ball will be low and in, ball one.
Infield has definitely scooted in since the bunt attempt.
Ball's going to stay away. 2-1.
Waller's one of those hitters that just doesn't make a lot of mistakes up there. He doesn't have the biggest stick as far as power goes, but he is a smart player.
But he's fast.
Ball will be in the dirt. 3-1.
Definitely quick.
Yeah, he seems to be very patient. Don't chase a whole lot of
He was one of those
that I've seen.
4 sets of brothers on the Coffman basketball team last year.
Yeah, right. He knows he's got a small strike zone too, so he plays to that.
That ball will be low and away, ball 4.
Well, now he's on base, so I'm sure he'll – and as a leadoff, so I'm sure they'll be wreaking havoc now.
Sure he's liable to try to test Peyton's arm here.
Yeah, Truitt's had some bases this year, stolen bases, so we'll see.
Brings up Robbie Brewer with a runner at first, no outs. Pick over to first, back easy.
Of course, the lefty's got the advantage on that pickoff move.
Yes,
there.
he does.
Ryan
It's
Weathers.
just not his dominant throwing arm, but yeah.
Yeah, Weathers led the MLB, wasn't it, his first year?
Yeah, his first year.
Yeah, in pickoffs.
He had a good one. Has a good one.
Ball's going to stay away, ball 1. You know, Timmy Kinnick does the high school broadcast, you know. He's always on people about their oven mitts. You know, wearing those oven mitts.
Yeah, we didn't have those.
Well, I noticed Truitt's got one, but he has not took it out of his back pocket.
In the back. Yeah, it's just for weight to balance differential there.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I got
all
you.
it's for, yeah.
Coach Burleson comes out for a mound visit here.
You know, when those things first came out, 4 or 5 years ago, I think maybe my sons just had to have them. You know, we had to go spend, I think, $50 on one of those stupid things. You know, I'm like, we just got our hands stomped on, kids. That's what we did.
Yeah,
yeah.
But if you look at them, if you put one on and hold it out, it's actually a couple inches
it
longer.
is.
So,
I mean, it gives you the advantage, I guess.
Yeah, a little bang bang and a bang bang play, it could make the difference for you. But of course, we don't have any instant replay out here. So, what was it the first year they implemented instant replay in MLB? 30% of calls get overturned, something crazy.
Yeah.
So even professional umpires, it's hard to see it all.
We played a JV tournament. We played with Thorne at Columbia Central. And they had a kid get on base, and he put on a actual oven mitt that had googly eyes on the back of it.
That's called strike.
The 1-0 pitch is called strike 1.
Did you say it was Columbia Academy or Columbia Central one?
It was with Thorne, but
Thorne.
we was playing at Columbia Central.
Okay, yeah. Well, you might as well have fun. This is America's favorite pastime, right?
Oh, yeah. That pitch is going to be popped up on the infield. Burleson camps under it, makes the catch for out number 1.
Well, good mound visit, I guess.
Well, he threw a little off speed there. Hadn't seen much of that today from him.
It might be a good time to mention, before anybody scores here, that this tournament that they're playing in, it has always confused me year after year, really means nothing when it comes to the true postseason. They're part of the area or whatever it's called, but you could finish last, you could finish first in this tournament.
And you still play in the next one.
Yeah, like in fact, our regular season's not even over. I think we've got a home game against EA Cox Monday.
Monday against EA Cox, yep.
And so, but for whatever reason, and it's good experience, it's always good to play Coffman if you're Summertown.
Runner goes, throw down to second. Throw gets away a little bit out there.
Yeah, I mean, it just tailed off to the right on him, didn't it? Looked like who knows what happened.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get there in time, and it bounced.
Truitt's a fast player though, so he was down that line pretty quick.
So that gives them a runner at second now with 1 out. It's Elam Cox.
Got a little buzzard fly over there.
Yeah.
That pitch is hit back up the middle. Fielded by Brady Holden. Thrown over to Ayers for out number 2.
Good as a bunt.
Does advance Waller to third base.
I think it's the first person we've had on third the whole game. Am I right?
For either team, yeah.
Of course, Dylan hit one went yard the other day, so hopefully he's just thinking line drive, but who knows? He might get a hold of one again.
That was a good job there by your 2-hole hitter or your 3-hole hitter getting it, hitting it to the other side, moving your runner.
Yeah, Elam Cox does a great job with
Kimbrough's going to have to be a wall here behind the plate. Well, it ain't going to matter.
That's going to score the run.
First pitch. He hits the ball to third base. It gets by the third baseman. Shortstop can't make the play for the third out.
And in a game like this, whoever gets the first run, there's a lot of momentum.
Coffman will plate the first run of the game here.
Cooper got the ground ball he wanted, but it just is placed in a pretty tough area to field.
That was a disciplined hit right there by Perry. Just put that ball in play, let something happen out of the deal.
But again, the play before that moved the runner over is what set that up.
Yeah.
First pitch called strike one there on the inside corner. This is Tate Moore. Going to foul that ball back here.
Tate's been doing a great job on the mound for us this year. He's got a lot of control and just lets the defense do the work behind him, and he's had a good run this year.
Jake was always like that. He always had good control, didn't walk a lot of people.
Consistent.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Coffman does have a runner at first. Ball's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1.
Good job with Kimbrough keeping that blocked. Well, this is the longest half inning we've played so far.
Mm-hmm.
That almost hit him.
Ball's going to be in. He gets out of the way from it.
I didn't know if he's going to got nicked by it or not there at first.
That's when you always hear from your teammates.
Teammates
wear it.
Say, wear it. Just eat it.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Oh, yeah.
Instincts kick in.
Ball's going to be popped up.
Kimbrough's got, looks like he might get this one.
Kimbrough does catch that one. We'll be out number 3.
Let's get Summertown out of a little jam, but not before Coffman scores the go-ahead run. Headed to the bottom of the 4th now. Puts a little more pressure on the Summertown hitters. We'll have that for you when we come back. It's Middle School Baseball on the Exports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy. Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped.
All right, welcome back. Lincoln Wilson will be leading things off here for Summertown in the bottom of the 4th. Robbie Brewer still on the mound for Coffman. Wilson's going to ground that ball to third. Third baseman Fields throws over to one.
Good dig there in the
We'll
first
be
base.
out number
Hey,
1.
good play right there by Dylan Perry. Bobbled it just a little bit, but kept it there at the funnel at his chest and was able to make a play.
I'll bring up second baseman Brady Holden.
Tate made a good scoop over there as well.
He looks really good over there at
He's
first base.
surprisingly flexible for a Moore, you know. I can't see his dad being that flexible for sure. Must be Rachel's genetics.
Definitely.
That ball swung on and missed for strike 1.
Looks like the umpire took one off the shin there, but I think he's well protected under all that gear.
Yeah, I would say so.
You know, Stedman played the behind the plate ump played men's league softball with us.
Fouls that one back. Strike 2.
He was a pitcher, and he took one right between the eyes, man. It broke his nose and orbital sockets. It was
awful.
Oh, wow.
It was a big deal.
We used to be nicer to these umps, Joe.
Well, they just got to make the right calls. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
We're usually
I'm not
going
to guarantee anything, Will. That ball will be inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, David's brother, Chris, and I graduated high school at Lawrence County together. Chris Stedman, David, I guess, was 3 or 4 years ahead of us. I don't know. Good guy.
That ball's going to be
Right
grounded to the
baseman.
second baseman.
Oh, perfect hop.
Fields throws over to one. We'll be out number 2.
So, yeah, we got 2 Emersons on the field out there. That's Asher. His brother Jack is the starting shortstop at Lawrence County High School as a freshman.
Right.
Really good player. I saw him make an incredible bare hand play in a game a couple weeks ago that just looked like something off the.
Yeah, I've been hearing
Sports
about his
Center
shortstop
top
play.
Yeah,
I believe Josiah is out there in center.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
He's been getting tested
That
right
ball's
here.
hit out to center.
Right to him.
Camps under it.
Yep.
Catches it for out number 3.
Well, if you're Coffman, you love seeing that, a
Yeah.
1-2-3 inning after you put a run on the board.
That was nice. That was nice.
That will take us to the top of the 5th.
Yep. So this is Middle School Baseball on X Sports Network. We'll be right back.
There's the Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and
All right, welcome back. Owen Durham's leading things off here for Coffman. Cooper Burleson still on the mound left-handed.
Coffman looking for insurance now.
First pitch, strike 1.
Cooper still left-handed.
That ball had some movement from inside out right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, kind of crossed Peyton up back there behind the plate, it looked like.
Did. Yeah, I don't think Kimbrough was ready for that.
That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. It had a lot of movement, too.
That was a nice off-speed pitch right there. I don't know exactly what he threw there, but it didn't have the arc of a curveball. Maybe a little. I don't know if any of these kids throw knuckleballs at this age, do they?
We saw a Mount Pleasant kid do it in high school.
That was high school. So he swings through that one.
That's the same
strike
pitch.
3.
That's a heck of a pitch from the lefty, but
yeah,
cutting into you there. Let's see if number 5 can do something.
Mr. Morgan.
Eli Morgan, he's the middle muddle in the families. 2 ahead of him and 2 behind him, so he's got to really
that's rough.
Work for attention.
Just keep it outside there.
First pitch is away, ball 1.
It's going to be a lot of. There was a lot of concern last year, knowing how many 8th graders you lost from last year's team.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at your game changer and seeing your record, as Coffman's had another successful season, in spite of how many they lost.
Grounded to third. Anderson Fields throws over to 1. Will be in time for out number 2. Good job there by Jasper to make the move to the other side of the bag to catch that without interfering with the runner there.
You know, Eli's had a pretty good year. He's batting like 540 something. We just looked at his stats the other day, and of course that's 0 for 2 now. So we're going to have to work on him with that.
Case and Thig pin.
Ooh. Bat kind of went halfway around there. I don't know if
anybody noticed that, but you, because I didn't pay it no attention.
Yeah, he was just jumping out of the way.
Cooper shakes off a sign or 2.
So 1 ball, no strikes.
Out.
Ball's going to stay out. 2-0.
I'll tell you, Case and Thigpen, he works really hard, man. You'll see him putting in extra time at the field and with his dad and at the facilities. He works hard.
Staying
Stays away there. 3-0.
All right, Big Pen, we know what to do on a 3-0.
That ball will be right down the middle for strike one.
Still a hard pitch to lay off of, even with 3-0. Isn't it when you just get a meat ball right down the middle?
It is.
Cooper did his job there. We'll see what happens.
3 balls, 1 strike. Fouls that one off. Bring the count full.
I wonder if that would have been ball 4. Let's see.
It would have been close.
It was
yeah, I don't think you can take that one.
No, it's not takeable.
That was a smart swing right there by Big Pen.
Ball's going to be fouled back.
And that was a good pitch to hit right there. Got a little bit under it on it. Kayson's another one of those hitters, man. He just hangs in there and hangs in there. It's the ones that kind of drive a pitcher crazy.
And runs the pitch count up, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems like y'all have got several of those guys that are just very patient at the plate. Ball be grounded to short.
That's going to be tough. It's too slow.
Harris Fields throws over to 1. Will be in time for out number 3.
See, I thought that was so hit pretty weakly there, so it was. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to it in
Which
time.
Harris done a great job there to get around the ball and field through it and make the throw to first base
His momentum was already carrying him to the base.
All right, well, that takes us to the bottom of the 5th already. This is a record pace here. We'll be right back.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing.
Yeah, y'all should be flying that flag loud and proud.
Welcome back. Zane Calton's going to pop the first pitch up to the infield here. First baseman Moore makes the catch.
Did you see what Moore did there? 2 hands on the glove on a pop-up. You know, that is a lost art as well.
It is. I like seeing
that. My kid out there playing left field for the high school team drives me nuts.
I mean, I say that religiously to every one of my kids, and then they just ignore me most of the time on a fly ball, and I'm just.
So Huntley Jones here. He swings through the first pitch for strike 1.
I remember that was preached at me by my 4 older brothers and my dad and every coach I ever had, you know, fundamentals.
Well, my oldest one's sitting over here beside me. I tried to teach him that for years. Well, he goes to an all-star practice at 6 years old with Coach Joe Holden and comes home and says, guess what I learned today? How to catch a fly ball with 2 hands.
Wow, Dad, how come you didn't ever tell him that?
And I was like, great. Let me call Joe now and get him to
you know, that's one
tell
of
you everything.
That's one of the good things about coaching is, you know, you can tell your kids something, but if a coach tells them the same thing, they'll listen sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So, Joe, who's in the bullpen over there? Is it
It is right-handed Cooper.
Right-handed Cooper.
Right.
Okay.
They brought up number 22, the righty over there. Yeah. I think there should be some appeal to the rule that he.
It should be the Cooper Burleson rule.
Yeah.
Like they need to have the amendment made.
That would be incredible. That would be such a Burleson thing to have a rule with your name on it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That way, you know, the pitch count don't just go towards him. It's for his arm.
Because,
that would be.
Again, the reason they made that rule was not out of, you know, conditioning or stamina or anything like that. It is all about saving your arm.
Protecting that elbow. I mean, all the tendons and ligaments. Well, I talked to Jason before the game, and it looks like his son eclipsed his basketball scoring record.
He did. He's the county leader. That's going to be called.
That ball going to be lined to second.
Yeah.
Will be the third out of the
Grayson is the county leader now in men's basketball.
Yeah.
I think women's basketball had some that's even higher. But
I'm sure Katie Busby's probably up there somewhere close.
I don't know if she ever topped 2,000.
Okay. That was a solid team.
Because they was balanced scoring with them.
And she was a heck of a
But
player.
Loretta, both Weathers girls had topped 2,000. And, of course, that Jennifer, was it Jennifer White? I'm afraid of getting these names wrong. But Jennifer White, I believe, was the other one. All right, so Cooper is now throwing right-handed. So we'll have that for you when we come back. This is Middle School Baseball on the X Sports Network.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community. Plus gathering.
All right, welcome back. Asher Emerson's going to lead things off here for Coffman as we have right-handed Cooper Burleson on the mound. First pitch softly grounded to third. Bobbled at third, thrown over to first. Will not be in time.
Cooper got the ground ball he wanted. Just third baseman couldn't make a play there.
I'll tell you can't make mistakes with Asher because he can get down the line.
He can.
He's probably the quickest player, maybe the quickest player we have on the field. Of course, here's his little brother, Josiah, that just about as fast.
That's Cooper's more natural pickoff move, I think.
Yeah, it looked pretty smooth, just instinct. More of an instinct to him. All right, let's see what these Emerson boys can put together. Maybe Cy can move his brother.
Pick over at first, back easy.
So there's some spots showing up on the radar. I got my alert from the weather app saying that rain's going to be here in a few minutes. So if the rain does hit, we may have to shut this down a little early. Mike could leave the outfield camera on and keep going.
Squares the bunt. We'll pop it up foul.
You know, it's got to be cool to play with your brother, at the same time. My four older brothers, the top three, were on baseball teams together pretty much all the way through. And I was 6 years younger than all of them, and so I never had a brother on the field. It's got to be cool for the Emersons.
One of your brothers played trumpet really well.
And my brother Stephen was in the band, and he could sing, and he can do a lot of things.
Runner goes.
It should be an out.
They will get him
he
there.
dropped the ball.
No, he did drop the ball.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's twice the defense has let Cooper down. Let's see here.
I don't know what they called that pitch. I'm guessing ball.
Right here, we'll watch.
Nope, 0-2.
0-2. I think did Cy swing at that?
Yeah, it kind of caught it at the top of his glove, but yeah, the runner may have knocked it out.
That ball's going to be grounded to third. Third baseman fields.
Nice
looks
play.
the runner back. Throws one. Pulls Jasper off the bag there.
Good work right there.
They will have runners first and third with no outs.
Cy got down the line quickly there. So we got two Emersons on the corners here. Looks like Coffman's on the verge of scoring again. You got Waller coming up, right?
Yeah, with no outs.
You've got two of your smallest players on base and another one of your smallest players coming up to bat.
Yeah. He's got a tight strike zone, I'll tell you that. And he can bunt. So
and that's got to be hard on a pitcher. With them all three being back-to-back, you try to get adjusted to that, and then you got Brewer over here on deck that's –
Emersons are going to work here. Oh,
see
no.
what happens
we got
here.
ourselves in trouble now.
Flip over to third. We'll get the
my
out there on the
goodness.
lead runner.
Why are we playing games right there?
Well, I think
let's swing the bat first.
David, my guess is that they were trying to get caught in a rundown between first and second to allow the runner from third to score, and I wonder if he didn't break quick enough. But you're trying to get your defense distracted with the rundown so the runner from third can score.
Just a risky play with two outs, up by one. I mean, with no outs, up by one.
It definitely changes things now.
Makes it exciting.
Ball will get by.
See, we needed that pitch right there.
Yeah, well, now you got a runner at third with one out. Chances are still pretty good.
Oh, well, hindsight's 20/20, right?
You just hit a grounder to the right side here, and runners should score pretty easy. The infield is halfway in, not all the way in. That should do it.
It's going to drop.
Drop in the outfield.
Look at that play right there. Well done, guys. Well done. Coach Moore's going to relax a little bit over there. I think he was fired up at those Emerson brothers there on there.
Kaufman will plate their second run there.
Now, the jury will have to be out on whether Chad actually called that play or whether the brothers said, hey, we're doing this.
Yeah.
You know, bro code.
Let's help Chad out a little bit here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure I hear thunder.
Yeah.
Will be a pick at first. Runners back.
Well, let's say when the rain comes, Joe, you just hand me the iPad and you run, get that camera. Well, you just get this camera here, and we'll start with it, and we'll leave the one in the outfield going.
Tell you what, Cooper is quick on that pickoff move from his right hand.
That ball's fouled back.
So, Joe, I say you reset the pitch count when he switched arms.
I did.
So we can keep up with it ourselves, but unfortunately,
it doesn't matter.
When he reaches the 90 pitch limit or whatever, and combined, that's when he has to come out.
He was right around 58, 59 with the left hand.
Yeah.
That ball's fouled out of play. Will be strike two.
I see what you're saying. He brings a little more heat with the right hand.
Right.
But that left, he had some serious movement on the ball.
And I've seen him go the other, they usually would start him right, then move him left.
Yes, that's the way I've seen
the previous
him do
times.
I remember the first good lefty I ever saw at bat was Josh Dodd. I don't know if I remember. He was your grade, I think, Will.
Yeah.
He was a little bitty guy, but man, he could swing.
He throw left too, yeah.
Yeah, he's a lefty. Yeah.
One ball, two strikes. That ball's hit out into left field.
The wind could.
Shortstop does
play.
make a great play there to get out there and catch that ball.
Absolutely.
That's Easton Harris over there. That
is Easton Harris.
That's a former Hustle Factory player as well. Yeah. He lived in our neighborhood for quite some time.
He comes in and plays short when Cooper goes to the mound.
Okay.
Nice play there. Yeah. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
We got Elam Cox up here. He is the one that did the little sacrifice hit to second earlier to get us to score that first run.
So runner at first, 2 outs. Runner goes.
Throw
down to second. It'll be another
little offline there.
Offline throw there.
So I've got a message saying the rain has started in center, and
I got a message saying it started in Hennerville.
Okay, so.
Well, it's going to be here in just a few minutes then.
Yeah. So
how fast is it moving? 45 miles. 35?
So. And of course, we got enough innings in for this to be an official game. We may pull the plug here a little early.
Ball's going to be swung on and missed.
Yeah, he threw that. That's the fastest, hardest thrown ball he's thrown all day, it looks like to me.
The storm better not speed through by Clark's Grocery out there in Hennerville or we'll get a ticket.
That's no doubt about it.
I see state troopers sitting in there quite often.
That's going to advance the runner.
That will get all the way out of play, so the runner will get third base.
How did that get out of play? Did
it bounced up, hit Kimbrough in the mask, and then went out of play.
Went over the net?
Yes.
Wow. Here it is. Yeah.
I think we got a couple state troopers that live out that way on Hennerville, on Turnpike.
Probably do.
Yeah, there's a couple I know of that live out there. They're just doing their job. Got to keep people slowed down for sure. Clark's used to be a hot spot to stop, too, I remember back in the day. Had a good bologna biscuit in there.
Ball's in there for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Elam's being patient there. That was a great pitch right down the middle.
Coffman does have a runner at third.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Ball's fouled out of play.
Get it back.
A little late on that one, but way to hang in there by Cox.
Some lightning in the storm that's approaching. Yeah, we may just have to stop this. I think it's going to be here within 5-10 minutes, don't you think?
I would say so if it's in interval now.
It's a very good possibility. They
All right.
call that one strike 3.
See what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take these 2 cameras down and leave the one in the outfield, and we might try to do another half inning with the one field and the one camera in the outfield. But we'll be right back.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service. Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th here. Peyton Kimbrough steps in.
I'd say this is Summertown's last shot.
Robbie Brewer still on the mound for Coffman. First pitch, ball 1.
Well, if you're going to do it right here for Summertown, it's good to start at the top of the lineup.
Yeah.
It is. This will be the only camera angle we have as we went and got our other cameras.
Brewer's thrown a good game today. He's been really consistent. I think we've hit maybe a couple balls in the dirt.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
That ball's going to be fouled back, strike 1.
You know, and I know a lot of it's your competition, but Summertown, this same team that he shut out through 6 innings, had 23 runs? 21 runs yesterday.
Against Mount Pleasant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ball be in the dirt. Make the count 3 balls, 1 strike.
What size is Mount Pleasant? Single, double?
They have just, in high school wise, they are, next season, they are back to single A. They're leaving Summertown's district and Loretta's district. A leadoff walk. So the tying run's coming to the plate. Question is, will weather allow? Here it comes. There's the rain.
Yep. See how long they let it go here.
Coming to the. Let's see. No, okay.
He's just coming in there
He's
with a
just
runner
getting in
at first.
position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look the runner back there.
Everybody's scattering in the stands here.
Yep.
It's nice and dry in this nice new press box here at Summertown.
Makes it nice, don't it? That ball's in the dirt.
Oh.
Almost had Kimbrough out there hung out to dry.
I think, Durham, if that ball had been right on the bag, he might have had him right there.
Okay, so now Chad's going to come out and have a great time for a meeting here.
While it's raining.
Yeah. But I get it. So I'm wondering, guys, it's going to start pouring. I think we're going to go ahead and shut her down. I hate to do this with, but that camera will eventually, with the sideways rain, is going to start getting wet. So any objections from you guys?
No, hey, it's been a great game.
Hey,
I've
this
enjoyed
is very expensive equipment, and I'll leave all that up to you, Will.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll stick it out. If they're gonna,
Chad didn't burn too much time.
yeah, I don't see it. I don't see sideways rain yet. So
he actually jogged back. So I mean,
he started getting wet and was like, "Well, maybe this visit didn't need to happen that bad."
He's getting back inside the dugout.
Oh, well, I was looking at the TV over here. I thought he's already ran back out there, but that's on a little delay.
Yeah, we're on a
delay.
delay.
It's a delay. Pick over to first. Kimbrough's back easy.
Hey, that was a great scoop by Tate right there. That was the extra base waiting to happen.
It was a good job.
With that ball in the dirt.
They tell me that have had the rain, it doesn't stay long when it arrives.
Ball's going to be low and in.
Maybe
ball
we
two.
can hold on.
Of course, Cooper's going to get a shot right here to make something happen.
Looks like it has quit raining out there for just a second, Will.
Now, if they see if it lightens at all, that's in there.
That ball catches the outside corner, strike one. That's a good pitch there by Brewer.
Brewer's been putting some movement on that fastball all day long.
So 2-1, runner at first, no outs. Takes that one down. 3-1.
See where that was.
Stedman.
Yeah, the rain's already slowed.
You know, some of those are hard to see sitting right behind the umpire
Here's
and
the
catcher.
Replay. Yeah,
it was down just a little bit.
A little dirt got dusted up there.
3-1.
Runner goes.
Ball will be in the dirt.
All right, well, 2 on. This is the go-ahead run coming to the plate.
Will be Jasper Ayers.
Of course, one of your biggest hitters right here, I think.
If you had a choice for somebody to come up to the plate here in this situation, I'm going to say this would be the guy Summertown would want.
I've seen him go yard a few times in travel ball when he was on our team. So
ball will be away.
Out.
Well, he started the season off 5 for 7 with 5 triples.
Yeah, it was. Wow. All right, so this is like if it's second mound visit, there's got to be a change.
Right here,
he's got to pull him.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and take a break while he's changing pitchers here, and we'll find out who's coming in.
Looks like Tate Moore will be coming in.
Tate Moore, so it doesn't get any easier. All right, we'll be right back. It's middle school baseball on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Haddock Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning, offering a free initial consultation.
All right, we do have a pitching change. Tate Moore.
Jasper does have a 1-0 count here. Takes that one in the dirt, ball 2.
I'm sure Tate's going to try to stay away from the middle of the zone on him for sure. Jasper's, he's a little bit infamous among baseball. Everybody knows he can.
Yeah.
He can do something with it.
Look how deep the right fielder is.
That ball is going to be lifted in the air.
All right, got to communicate.
Infield here. Second baseman catches it for out number 1.
There we go. Asher Emerson made a good play. That ball was just forever in there, wasn't it? I thought Brewer was going to run into him there for a second. You know, you never know in these kind of situations. It only takes one mistake.
It does. And, you know, the flag's still flying pretty good out there, and it's hard, you know, as anybody out there when a ball's hit that high up.
Oh, yeah.
To judge it, you know,
so the
be
bleachers have cleared.
So runners first and second, 1 out. Lincoln Wilson takes first pitch, strike 1 on the outside corner.
Tate's been very consistent for us this year. Chad, I know, knows he can go to him, and he's going to keep it in the zone for sure.
Yeah, like I said off air just a second ago, you know, he started the last game against us and done a very good job. So he picks back to second there. Kimbrough's back easy.
Of course, Peyton's going to be testing him here.
Yeah, Summertown's looking to get something on the board out there. Squares the bunt, pulls back. Will be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball be in the dirt, ball 2.
I think the runners are getting distracting him a little bit up there on the mound. That's one of the loneliest places in sports, standing on that mound.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Ball will be away. We'll get by the catcher. Both runners will advance. Thought Durham was going to make an attempt there to third base, but he decided not to.
Uh-oh, this puts it in a whole nother light right here now. Hard hit ground ball or line drive. I mean, it could tie the game.
3-1, 1 out. Runners at second and third here for Summertown. Ball's going to be driven into center field. Emerson goes back. He can't catch it. It gets down on the ground in front of him. It will score 1.
Yeah,
they will hold Cooper there at second.
The runners
base.
had to wait.
Tough luck out there for Emerson. That ball.
I'm going to say the wind had a lot to play with that.
Yeah.
It looked like he had a good jump on it and then tried to come back after it.
Yeah, he ran back too far, looks like, a little bit. But, man, it's a hard one to judge when that wind's blowing it to right field like that.
Yeah, and like Will said, the runners had to hold up there, so Cooper wasn't able to.
Still just the 1 run.
All right, here we go. Brady's.
That's the right idea if you can get a grounder to go that way.
Uh-oh, his dad fielded the ball, gave him a little look. Let's see.
So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball is going to be grounded to the second baseman. He fields, throws over to 1. Will be out number 2, but Summertown will tie the game up there with a RBI ground out by Brady Holden.
Hey, Brady Holden did a job right there. Good play by Emerson over to Brewer, but Summertown right back in it.
They'll bring up Carter Anderson, runner at third. 2 outs.
The umpires were probably all thinking right there, well, crap.
Should have called that for weather earlier. Didn't they see? You know, I should have said, didn't y'all see that lightning over there?
Yeah. Because they did
5
one
minutes
thing.
Ago.
They do not want to tie because you could call a game at 6 one way, if somebody's up, but.
Yeah, that's not good for Coffman right now, then, because the Rumps are going to be looking for a run to score here, right?
Well, not on that.
Let's see. Well,
ball's going to be grounded to short. Short fields, throws over to first. It will score the go-ahead run there from Summertown. As we got a runner at first, 2 out.
Defense has been so solid this whole game.
2 errors in 1 inning, man. It's all it takes, a couple mistakes, and right back in it.
Summertown goes up here 3-2. 2 outs. Runner at first brings up Zane Calton.
Now, Zane's a 7th grader. Is that right?
Sixth grader.
Yeah.
Man.
He's one of 2.
Offensive
on the team.
lineman.
Need to get him on the football field.
Yeah,
He is.
He is.
There you
He
go.
played his first season this past year.
Okay, great.
Offense and defensive lineman. Plays a little basketball as well.
Okay.
He's
Well,
a 3-sport athlete.
That's how it is at Summertown, and a lot of times, isn't it?
It is. Ball will be in. Throw down to second. Runner will be in there safely. You know, like Anderson got a good jump there, and that really wasn't a great pitch for Durham to try to do anything with as it come in on the batter.
Yeah. Yeah, Durham just kind of had to throw without being able to get his hips turned.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner now at second base. Ball's going to be in the dirt. 2-1.
Some people are coming back to the bleachers.
Yeah, I was going to say the bleachers are slowly filling back up here.
You know, baseball's something else with the momentum shifts you see. It's unreal, isn't it?
It is.
That ball's going to
Hard
be
hit.
grounded to short. Shortstop bobbles it there and can't make the play to first. Zane will reach via error. It will advance Carter Anderson to third base. So we'll have runners first and third, 2 outs.
You talk about momentum changes.
They're going to get a runner in there for Zane.
David, you've had kids play volleyball before.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you believe how momentum changes in that sport?
It's the most.
And how I've never seen a sport where timeouts are so critical.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, because they can get so worked up. It's such a tedious.
That drives me crazy how you can just be dominating for 5 minutes and then something changes and then the other team the momentum goes back and forth, unlike any other sport I've seen.
Well, they changed, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago to rally point.
Courtesy runner there will be Jax Cranston. He runs off and gets in a run down between first and second. So he will
now that's what Coffman was trying to do earlier.
But the runner will not score there.
Yeah, I didn't really capture all that on camera. People at home might not know what's going on, but he got caught in a little rundown. And Coffman did the right thing. Go ahead and throw the plate. Stop the run.
So now runners second and third, 2 outs. Huntley Jones steps into bat.
Yeah.
Takes first pitch,
Good
strike.
pitch.
Boy, Moore's had a time since he come on the mound, and he's Summertown has just really thrown everything.
But he's got the ground balls he wanted.
Yeah.
That ball's fouled out of play. Strike 2.
Defense has got to get your back when you're on the bump out there for sure.
That's it.
I mean, that's 3 errors, I think, for us in this inning.
You know, as a pitcher, you got 7 guys standing behind you back there that, you know, you try to throw that ground ball and get the out, but sometimes it don't go the way you would like it to, and sometimes it does.
All the things that contribute, the pressure and 13, 14 years old, there's a whole lot going on out here in these kids.
It's close.
Ball's low. 2-2 is the count.
With 2 outs.
And 2 on.
Tate feels like he's pitched 3 innings by now right there.
Ball will be in the dirt, bring the count full. You know, again, Durham back here behind the plate done a great job right there on that pitch. Keeping it in front. Even though he didn't catch it, you know, it bounced out in front of him, didn't allow the runner to score there.
Timmy Koenig says we sound good. That's a compliment coming from the master, right?
Well, tell him this dugout, this press box looks incredible.
Yeah.
Kennick had a little bit to do with it, didn't
he?
He had a lot to do with it. He don't like to take much credit for it, but
yeah,
he's one of the.
I used to do a little plumbing for
guys.
his uncle Booger, I think.
Oh yeah,
Booger.
Yeah, Booger.
He was here supervising.
Oh, okay, well good. Then I know it's built right.
Yeah.
That ball will be in the dirt. Ball 4. So we'll be bases loaded, 2 outs here for Summertown as Easton Huckabee steps in.
Well, now we really have an issue here. Coffman's going to have to get out of this inning if there's any hope to get back in this game.
That ball is going to be popped foul. It will get out of play there.
Be a little bit.
Well, not only that, but if he does get out of it here, I believe Summertown will be at the top of their lineup or nearing the top of their lineup when you come back.
Yeah, Peyton Kimbrough does. It looks like he is on deck over there. So.
You know, if Coffman were to tie it or take the lead.
I think you started this inning out with did we? I'm trying to remember. With Kimbrough.
Well, yeah, quite a few have come to the plate this inning. It might have been all 9.
Yeah, that was Fields throws over to first. It will pull him off the bag.
Did he step on second?
No, he didn't. He just turned and threw it to first.
Because he had the force at second, did he not?
Or yeah, he was right there at second base.
That will.
Let's see. Right here's the replay. Did he?
Nope.
He was just.
Oh,
I guess
he did step on second, but it was too late. The timing was.
So he didn't. He really didn't have the play there to make. I guess it would have been bang bang.
Yeah, he looked like, from where I was sitting, looked like he was in front of the bag when he come across through there to make that throw.
Yeah, I think that might have threw him off if he could have just done one or the other.
So this will be leadoff Peyton Kimbrough stepping back up to the plate here. 2 outs. Bases are loaded still. Summertown does get another run there, makes it 4-2. First pitch to Kimbrough, catches it outside corner for strike one.
Tate's doing all he can do up there. We're getting ground balls. Just got to make plays.
That ball's going to be grounded foul. 0-2.
Well, a little glimmer of hope here for Coffman. Got ahead of the count.
Oh.
That ball's going to hit him. We'll give Summertown a 5th run there. Bases will be loaded for Cooper Burleson. That got him up in that bicep part of his arm, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought maybe
He swung the bat. It must have stung a little bit.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to run for the catcher who just got hit. It's not.
No, but that would be a.
That ball's going to be popped up out of play.
Of course, Peyton Kimbrough is one of your best base runners.
I was going to say, he's got some good speed out there.
He's good. He's gritty, too. He's a gritty player.
You know, might as well keep him out there. Ball's fouled back, out of play.
So the one thing I don't know, Bridgeforth and Richland are playing right now, I assume, and then CA's waiting with the bye. I guess CA plays the winner of that 4 or 5 game, maybe. I think CA's probably waiting on the winner of Bridgeforth and Richland, and then the winner of this game would face that winner. I don't know. I didn't see a bracket.
I'm not sure how that bracket breaks out.
I have no idea. Ball's going to be driven back up the middle. We'll get through for a base hit. It's a good chance this one's going to score 2 here if the pitcher or first baseman cuts that one off. And he is by the tag there to score 2 runs.
Man, that was a bang play right there at home.
Yeah, and I don't have the right – since I don't have my camera, I can't see the angle. I'm surprised.
Man, that was –
here it is.
I think if Brewer had let that ball fly, it was –
I guess he got behind it.
He was right behind the tag there.
I'm not sure if he wouldn't let that ball travel.
I think you're right. If he lets that ball go all the way home.
That's one hop. And
yeah.
But, hey, you gotta make it play in the moment,
So this is all 7 runs have come
in
here
the bottom
of the 6th.
Summertown just rallying on us here.
We have runners first and second, 2 outs. This is Jasper Ayers, takes first pitch outside, strike 1.
And, again, this tournament has no impact on the postseason. No, there's no elimination here.
Other than inter-county rivalry,
hit to the
bragging rights.
It's going to get out into center field there. We'll score a run. Burleson goes to third. That ball gets away. Burleson's coming home as Ayers is going to third.
Goodness gracious, we're just making.
He will be in there safely.
Making error after error here. We've got to tighten up.
So when it rains, it pours.
Yep. Man, we needed a lightning strike just about 15 minutes ago.
I know. Yeah, after the 5th inning.
So Summertown does plate 9 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Tale of 2 games.
9 runs, 1 inning. Man, Summertown really coming out hot here. Didn't give up. I mean, there's a lot to say about the Eagles here.
Kept fighting, going out there and doing what they could do. That ball is going to be lifted out into center. Emerson camps under it and will make the catch for the final out of the inning there.
Whew. It extend this break here.
Well, fellas, I wouldn't want to be one of my Coffman players right now. I'm sure they're going to get it when they get to the dugouts.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back for the top of the 7th. We might try to put a camera or 2 back up. This is middle school baseball on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion.
All right, welcome back.
All right, we get that one camera back.
Perry, that was Dylan Perry there. First pitch of the inning, fouled it off.
Cooper Burleson still on the mound here for Summertown. Ball will be away, ball one.
I should have known not to run to do that because now I'll be huffing and puffing the rest of the game.
You know, I'm 46, so you're right around that age, aren't you, Will?
I am.
I know we were a year apart in school, but, yeah, it's just a different ball game when you climb stairs or do anything.
Oh, mid-40s have been tough, unforgiving.
Yeah, it's a humbling experience.
Yeah.
That pitch is grounded back up the middle.
Hard hit
Will
ball.
get through the infield there.
Little bobbles.
Center fielder bobbles it out there, but runner stays at first
Good
base.
hit right there by Dylan Perry.
Yeah, he just took it right back where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
They'll bring up Tate Moore. Runner at first, no outs. You know, the way that ball went up the middle, it kind of kicked off the mound towards the shortstop, you know, towards that direction. I thought it might give him a better play on it, but it didn't. It was still out of his reach.
Harris laid out for it. It was good stretch over there.
Yeah, he's come in. Harris has pitched for us a few times this year, and he's come in and played some defense. That ball's hit out into right field. We'll get down for a hit. The runner will make it to second base safely.
Well,
ooh, barely. If Harris hadn't had to jump right there, I think that might have been an out.
We'll bring up Owen Durham.
Will Coffman's got two
Oh,
on.
Uh-oh. I just hit the hump with the baseball. Well, that's a great right way to get some favors there, Kimbrough.
There we go, Kimbrough. Just get him mad at you. We need a little help back there.
I don't know if I caught that on the replay or not. Here it is. Watch this. Watch this.
Kimbrough
Here it
just
comes.
right in the grill.
Well, the umpire looked up at him and then looked back down.
It brought back memories for David. I was just telling that story earlier about getting hit.
Here, watch this. Watch this. Here, this is good.
Will.
Oh.
First pitch to Durham there, strike one.
Let's go Durham. Let's see what he's got here.
No balls, one strike. Runner first and second.
That's up.
Takes that one up.
Must have hit him in the eye because that's a pretty good pitch right there. I'm glad.
Summertown's been rough on umpires here lately. Quint Smith
run over the umpire.
Ran
Did you see
over
that?
one.
I wouldn't want to get run over by Quint
That
Smith.
was the Loretta game at Loretta.
He's a freight train, man.
Yeah.
He was going for a foul ball in foul territory, and the umpire just got in his way.
And he just, I felt bad for that ump.
Quint, he is a terror on the football field too.
Yeah.
Boys. I coached him middle school basketball, 6th grade. I coached JV, and Quint was on my team. He was a joy to coach.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners first and second.
That's
that ball's hit out into right field. Will be caught for out number 1.
Uh-oh.
They will double him off at first base for out number 2 there.
I was thinking he'd throw to second. He went straight to first.
Well, he took Tate, Tate Moore
Coach
was halfway
Burleson's
down.
going to come out here.
Going to make a quick change.
I'm not sure if they're going to make a change or just.
Is he switching back to lefty?
Yeah, they're going to make a change here. It looks like Zane's going to come out here.
Well, again, you said he went about what?
He's 24 right now, and he was right around the 60 mark.
Oh, okay.
Left-handed.
He's
so.
bumping 90 pitches in.
Zane's going to come in and try to finish this one off, it looks like. So
Here you go.
while he's throwing his warm-up pitches, we'll take a quick break. This is middle school baseball on the Exports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and.
I'm Jeff, and welcome to this week's Mars Hill Minute. Don't you just love these spring days? As I stand here at the Tennessee Valley Weather Place, Lord, it's exciting to see the amazing spring going on around us. You can look and see the flowers outside that are blooming, the trees that are budding. Everything is shouting out, God is good. Psalm 150, verse 1 says, let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Think about that. Everything God's created ought to be praising Him. It reminds me of when Jesus was making his journey back into Jerusalem, heading for his crucifixion. Everyone was crying out, Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. And the rulers of the day came to Jesus and said, you're going to have to get your disciples to stop this. And he said, if they cease to praise me, the rocks themselves will cry out. Now, I don't know about you. I don't want a rock crying out on my behalf. I want to be the one praising the Lord. I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at Mars Hill Baptist Church. Join myself and the whole church family as we praise the Lord and lift high His name. I hope to see you Sunday. Join us at Mars Hill Baptist Church. God bless you and have a great week.
All right, welcome back.
I will.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it.
Zane Calton here's.
All right, Morgan's up at the plate here.
Eli Morgan.
Two outs.
Joe, you got just the runner at second now. There you go.
Summertown had a great play on that last one.
They did.
Morgan can
Heads up play.
Pitches in there, strike one. One ball, one strike.
Looked a little low and outside there, but of course I ain't going to. Calton made a good pitch there.
Of
course, Joe might know that little guy out there.
So you got pitcher's dad on one
against
side.
son here.
Yeah, that's right.
Other throw over to third. Runner will be there on that pass ball. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Eli's over 2 this game. He's due a hit right here. Just looking at his bat now.
And now runner at third.
Here we go. Time to make a play.
Pitch will be away.
Well, Stedman was leaning that way. I thought he was about to pull the gun out.
3-1. That pitch will be grounded back to the pitcher.
Look at that play. Good play right there.
Good play there. Throw over to first. Will be the 3rd out of the inning.
And
that should end your ball game there.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, so honestly, don't know what happens now. The winner's going to play, I guess, either CA or Richland or Bridgeforth. And
this is single elimination tournament too, right? There's
no and when we say
consolation.
elimination, just from the tournament itself, not from the season. This
Right.
no bearing on the postseason whatsoever.
Still a lot of baseball to play, it looks like.
The season ended last year for Coffman in late May. Just to give you an
it was
idea.
a long year. We traveled. Yeah, we were going halfway around the state.
So, David, thank you for joining us and having your Exports debut with us.
Appreciate that. It's been a joy.
And I appreciate all you're doing around the county.
Hey, man, it's an honor. It's
excited for all you've had a big hand in what's happened over there at the football field. So we'll just thank you on air for that.
Well, it's an honor, man. The commission's been behind everything I've wanted to do, and it's nice to be able to help our schools, and it's our primary responsibility in county government.
And as you were there yesterday and saw it, it's looking good.
Oh yeah, it looks great. I can't wait to see the first game on that field.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be cool.
I work at the elementary school there next door, and I keep walking over that hill looking just to see a little bit of progress.
Yeah.
It's come a long ways in a little amount of time.
I think the second game of the year, which is the first home game, is against Wayne County. So it could be that, if it's ready by then, Wayne County here will be the first time we see that field.
Yeah, I'll make sure. I'm sure the Morgan family will be up here for that game.
Oh, that'd be great. All right. Well, Dave, thanks again.
Thanks.
Thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir.
This
Thank you, Will.
This is middle school baseball on the Exports Network.
going the distance with local sports. This